Today I'm going to show you something I learned it over this weekend. So in the browser what you're seeing is the KASM dashboard for my different container applications which are available on the VM. There are different tools which I'm able to host it. These all are containers and they have been streaming from different base containers. Example, CentOS desktop. If I click on it, it actually loads the entire desktop out of the containers available for that particular object, and it gives me a full-fledged desktop which I can always run all the different applications. Again, please note this is only a session which I can always play with and discard that session. So it is a read-only session, or my container and its binaries are purely readable. They are not, I'm not writing anything out of it. But this particular platform, I'm able to execute in memory and get my applications loaded in my browser, right? So I can browse, I can completely have my history registered in this, right? I have opened this and I can always look at it, different options in this. I can visit multiple sites. My streaming is very quick. It is running out of one of the cloud instance, that's why I'm not able to see any delays when loading different components, because it is hosted and I'm only connected to the browser which is hosted in the cloud, right? Which gives me my history. Okay, I'm done with my work. I'm closing my browser, and what I will do is I will only destroy my session and see what I can come back to, right? So as soon as I destroy my session, I'm coming back on my console, which is workspace. Again, I go to consent, CentOS session, just to demonstrate to you how this is operating. I have destroyed earlier session. This is my brand new session, and if you look at it again in my Google Chrome, you will not find anything as part of my history, right? It's a completely brand new brand session which I can always reinitiate and utilize it. Please note, as part of this is a small footprint for my session because I have limited memory hosted in the cloud and limited resources, so I have allowed only 2 sessions at this particular point in time. Now there are different applications which are available as part of containers. Example, Tor browser. I've been launching this session. Again, a very similar feature, similar way how it loads. It will be one of the instance from my, and it would be loading the Tor browser again in memory. Again, all the operations are in memory. Execution, I will have to use it and destroy the sessions. So if I look back on my console, right, what are the different, if I want to continue or keep this particular session, I can always go back to my workspace using this, and I'm back, and my 2 sessions which are here, they're as is at this particular point in time. Now my every session will expire in 1 hour, which is 59 minutes from now. This is, again, I have utilized it for 31 minutes. Again, it will expire in another 30 minutes, right? I can always pause, resume this particular sessions so that it will again come into the picture and it will take me there. This is how this has been designed. Now let me go ahead and destroy this particular session. and talk about how I have built this particular VM and made it available for my use, right? So this is my basic admin console for this particular tool. If I say log out, I will be safely log out from this console and I will be able to come to my login screen. Now if you look at it, login, I have given it hosted under my public DNS record, which is one of the server. Now this public or this particular instance I have hosted in one of my newly um, I learnt about this particular services very recently. Linode is one of the cloud offering, which is really beautiful in order to work with it. I am enjoying it, and that's how I'm able to host this particular session in the cloud at this particular point in time. So this particular cloud, it is very easy for me. What is required here is I have hosted my session on the cloud. It's in a Linux 2 CPU 4 GB RAM container or a VM which I have created, which basically in the Linode form I call it as a one Linode, which is equivalent of my VM in any another cloud or compute engine which I have hosted, wherein it has two vCPUs, 4 GB RAM. It is hosted in Mumbai and rest of the activities, right? Now this particular activity, it has been straight away I have been utilizing this particular cloud option to host my KASM workspace. Now I would like to SSH and show you something more. I am opening my Windows terminal. I will bring it in this particular session, right? And I will paste I'm trying to log into this particular host using my username and password, right? So I've logged in as root. I'm showing you what is available on this particular VM, right? So let me go ahead and run the different services, what I wanted to show you to you. So predominantly what I did is I have deployed KASM as the release. You can search YouTube and find hundreds of video how do you deploy KASM, and you can see that KASM manager, KASM server, share agent, Redis server, and few of the required services which are running on this. It is also utilizing 5% of a CPU. It is this particular memory available, free, utilized, all that particular configurations, you're able to see it. Now it is really convenient for me to utilize this particular virtual option is because I don't have to keep worrying about what I have did it in the cloud, right? I don't need to worry about if I have kept any traces back on any of the devices, because this is purely session. As soon as session get destroyed, everything is vanished as per this. So if you're worried about your cookies, your personal data to be shared with Google or any another locations, you can browse using this particular option without any of the worries or any such concerns. It is really convenient way. Again, your IP will be your Linode IP when you are browsing it, and it will definitely have that particular footprint registered across wherever whatever you do. So be cautious that it is fully anonymous when you go to Tor or any such further tools, but when you are using your container streaming platform, you are still linked with your VM which is hosted in Linode cloud. So be careful. Only apart from that, I think you are purely virtual. your registry, your browsing history, everything can be hidden on this particular platform, but only your IP address, the actions what you take from that particular IP will be registered on that particular IP which is on Linode cloud. So just be mindful of that. Apart from that, I think you're good. And I have been using this platform for good amount of time now. At least today is my fourth day I have been utilizing this particular service and enjoying this particular service so far. So I think it would be a really good option for you all to explore this service, especially when you are working in a security environment or security streams where you need to open different links, different options, where you need to take a lot of cautious when you are testing, experimenting with different tools, right? So best of luck, use it. I will also share another installation video for this particular tool on the YouTube in some time. Till time, have a wonderful time. Enjoy your computing experiments. Thank you all.